Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all my lecturers. Today, we are from Group 28 are going to present about Assignment 1, which is Occupational Health and Safety. By doing this assignment, we want to have a better understanding regarding the importance of job safety analysis and to develop a standard operating procedure based on the job safety analysis and HIRAT, which is hazard identification, risk assessment, and risk control technique. Based on Table 1, for activity lifting heavy equipment, the worker may have a back pain or slip disc. Thus, we recommend them to use a mechanical equipment like crane or duct lifting. Next task is walking on the narrow ledge without wearing shoes. The worker may fall due to the slippery floors, so we recommend them to use a slip-resistant shoes to maintain their footing.
I'm going to continue with the table 2, which is a likelihood value. There are 5 likelihood values, which is highly likely, very likely, likely, unlikely, and highly unlikely. I'm going to give you the examples in descending order. The first one is a personnel having a back pain or strain, and then followed by a personnel falling from a tall building or height, and then being exposed to intense heat, which can cause heat stroke or sunburns. And the fourth one is falling due to the slippery floor, and the last one is personnel having cuts. I'm going to explain further for the table 3, which is the severity value. There are 5 severity value: catastrophic, fatal, serious, minor, and negligible. I'm going to give you the example in descending order as well. The first one is personnel falling from a tall building, and then personnel falling due to slippery floor, being exposed to intense heat, having a back pain, and the last one is having cuts.
Now it is my turn to explain about risk metric table. Risk can be defined as the combination of likelihood of an occurrence of a hazardous event with the severity of injury that caused by the event. To make it simple to understand, risk is equal to likelihood times with the severity. Hence, to summarize the result of risk analysis, it can be presented in a risk matrix table as shown on the screen. By constructing risk matrix table, we are able to classify the risk values into different risk levels to prioritize necessary actions. For instance, in the red column is described as high risk hazard, which have a risk value ranging from 15 to 25. Therefore, you must have immediate actions to resolve risk to life safety or the environment.
For table 6, I'm going to emphasize on the first example, which is the lifting heavy equipments. The hazard would be forceful exertion, such as workers using their knees to support them while lifting heavy objects or equipments. The risk would be strains to the muscles when lifting objects that might cause slip accidents. The risk existing control for this task is proper lifting procedures. For table number 7, which is the ranking of tasks according to the highest to the lowest risk value, the highest risk value is 20, which belongs to the activity of servicing roof-mounted air conditioner equipments, while the lowest value is 1, which is the task of walking on narrow ledge without wearing proper shoes or PPE.
Moving on to the SOP of the HVAC engineering, the first task we have is lifting heavy material. So for this task, first thing first, the workers need to keep a wide base of support, and then they need to ensure that the pathway is clear of any tripping hazards and also debris. Next, the workers must use lift mechanical if available, and the workers must be trained beforehand before using the equipment. When lifting heavy loads, it is advisable to use a 2-people lift and make sure that the loads are lifted at the same time. So let's move to the next task, which is servicing roof-mounted air conditioner equipment. So before this task can be done, the employer must ensure that safety measures are being applied to prevent falling. Next, all personnel must use safety gear such as full body harness. And then a fall area system must be checked prior to usage, and only trained personnel can handle the fall area system. For the SOP of the last task, which is working under the hot weather, the workers must wear clothing and PPE that does not retain heat. Then the worker should set up a reflective shield or physical barrier before working to reduce the exposure to the radiant heat.
The workers also should use a mechanical device if available. Last but not least, the management must allow the workers to take frequent break in a cool area of 25 degrees C. For the last part of our slides, these are our references.